We are now more than halfway through the calendar year, and the question on everyone's mind is the Summit County real estate market finally slowing down? Well, the answer is a resounding yes, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything I think you should know about the cooling market. How you doing? It's Pete Deininger with the Breck Life Group at eXp Realty right here in Breckenridge, Colorado. Today I'll be looking at the cooling real estate market in Summit County and around Colorado, and we're going to look at it from three different angles. First, if you're a buyer and you've been watching the market, is this the time for you to take advantage of a cooling market? Second, if you already are an owner, you've been thinking about selling, have you missed the peak of the prices, or is it still a good time to take advantage? And third, you may already own a property here and you're not thinking about selling, but you'd like to know what values are doing. In this video, we're going to talk about prices, inventory, and predictions for the rest of 2022. Okay, if you're a buyer, you've been watching what prices have done, more than 65% appreciation in only the last 2 years since the beginning of COVID. You may have felt like you've been priced out of the Summit County market. Combined on top of that, mortgage interest rates which have nearly doubled in less than 1 year. Well, I took a look at our MLS and went through a bunch of different neighborhoods, and here's what I'm noticing. In the 5 neighborhoods that I looked at randomly where there are active listings today and the properties listed have had price reductions, the current prices are below the last sales price in that neighborhood. So while it's only anecdotal, only looking at 5 neighborhoods, we are beginning to see longer days on market. We're beginning to see prices moving off of their peak highs. And so this could be a time for you to take advantage of an easing in prices and writing an offer that is not competitive against other buyers. Next up, what if you already own your property here and you've been thinking about selling because you wanted to take advantage of all the appreciation? Well, yes, we can no longer just price your property 10% higher than the last sale in the neighborhood and have competing offers. We are having properties stay on the market longer, and we have to be really strategic about how we're marketing your property to the most number of people. Buyers are still out there and they are still purchasing, but with everything that's going on with short-term vacation rental licensing, caps, and moratoriums on new applications, the buyer pool has reduced while buyers are watching the market to see how things are going to settle out. So it is now more than ever important that you're aligning strategically with someone who's going to market your property correctly. Take advantage of the many different places where buyers are conducting research, and so it's really important that you prepare your home for the best first impression, because you won't get a second chance to make a great first impression in this market. And finally, if you already own a property here in Summit or Park County and you're not thinking about selling, but you're just curious about values and where we see things moving in the short term and long term future, I think that what you're going to see for the remainder of 2022 is we're probably going to see, while buyers are pausing and really giving some thought to, am I going to be able to make payments with higher interest rates? We're probably going to see the continued reduction in buyer demand. We absolutely are seeing increasing inventory around the county, including both Summit County and Park County. We're seeing more homes and condos on the market, and that means with reduced demand and increased supply, we're seeing a softening in prices. Now, you've had a great run up for the last 2.5 years in appreciation, so we're not falling back, at least currently we're not falling back to 2020 prices. It's just a modest softening in prices. Buyers are still purchasing, and your value is probably near, but maybe not quite what it was 6 months ago, let's say. So Predictions for the rest of 2022. I think that mortgage interest rates are leveling for now. We will keep an eye on what the Fed is doing to try and quell inflation. But if mortgage interest rates settle out at about 6%, when you look historically, and I'm going back 20 and 30 and 40 years, when you look historically, 6% is still a great mortgage interest rate to hold over the long term. So I think we will see buyers come back to the market eventually once they get used to 6%. It's just that for the last handful of years, we've seen artificially low interest rates hovering, at or even below 3%. And so 6% feels like a lot by comparison. If you have questions, click the link below. Let us know. We are here to help, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, or you just like to know the value of your home today. Thank you.